How's it going, everyone there in YouTube? This is Smiggles back here again. What is the crack? I am here today to talk again about the old Sega Dreamcast 2 project. Now, based on the last video, what's happened since there today, anyone who's following it, the people of Project Dream have put up multiple languages of the petition to sign and to read through. They've also said that they're much further on developing their hardware with a third party company. Not many details have been given out there. It's just that they're developing a prototype. So the pictures, when you go on to Project Dream and you look at those photographs, they're obviously all concepts. It doesn't represent the final project or item. So what they've said is, that they're much further along making a prototype. Maybe that was something with getting a meeting with Sega, that they had to have a prototype there to show them. Obviously, well, that's in anyone who watches The Apprentice knows, or Dragon's Den or any of those things. You need to go in there with something to show, So the way it is so far, like the petition is currently at nearly 39,000 people have signed it. And like, first off, just a disclaimer for myself, I would love to see a Dreamcast 2, but when you look at that, like 39,000 people have signed this petition for the new console. When you compare that with remember back there last year, or was it early this year? No, it was early. I think it was early this year. Well, from last year into this year, we had a Shenmue 3 that was kickstarted, and that got serious support. And I know you're going to say, well, yeah, that came from the Dreamcast there, Smiggles. Like, that was a Dreamcast game. And it's like, yeah, everyone my age knows it, but other people would have looked it up, like, say, younger generations who may not have seen the Dreamcast or knew it, or ever experienced it, would have looked it up and looked up videos online on it, and they would have said, Jesus, yeah, I'd really like to see that game come back. Like, that'd be really good to do on the PS4. That'd be a really good thing. So yeah, I'll kickstart that. I'll fundraise it, no problem. So when it comes to the console, though, when people research the Dreamcast, although they put it down as being a failure, like, if you look in modern day consoles, like if you look at the Wii U is a complete disaster compared to the Sega Dreamcast. The Dreamcast sold well enough, but obviously PlayStation 2 came along and absolutely blitzed it out of the water. But there was an awful lot of reasons for that, with the DVD drive and everything else. But and also Sega kind of we're not great at keeping third-party people on board after all the different consoles they released. But when people look up the Dreamcast, they look at it like an awful lot of websites that put it out there as one of the biggest, console failures of all time, and this, that, and the other. So when people look it up, and younger kids and everything will be looking at game, and they've no memories of maybe most of the Sega stock that was there. Like, my first ever games console was the Sega Mega Drive, Genesis, whatever you want to call it, and I've great memories of Sega. But it's looking like, like the way the petition's been signed at the minute now, maybe it's just people have to get the word out there more, but it's looking like not as many people would like to see the console come forward. And at this stage, it's looking more like when you've only got like about 40, maybe if it hits 50,000 or so people that want to see the console, it's looking more like you're going to see one of these, little systems pop out that Sega will develop with the best of games on it. Because I really, really, really cannot see Sega turn around to Project Dream and saying, yeah, look, we're not going to make the system, but you guys can fund it all you want and slap our name on it. I can't see that happening with Sega. Like, Sega are still a pretty big company at the end of the day. They're still making money. Like, they pulled out of hardware a long time ago, but they've still been developing titles for, ever since they pulled out of that. sector. So we're seeing that now. Like the petition, like they've obviously, these guys are actually serious about this, because they've gone way further than just making Facebook pages and Twitter and doing petitions and stuff like that. Like they seem to be actually very, very serious about this project, and I wish the guys the best of luck with it. Like it's not, I know I am being very cynical saying that it is going to be not ending up where most people would like it to be, but then again, I am looking at a very realistic point of view, the way today's market is, and the way just the way gaming is, that like less inclined to make risks these days. Like we've seen Capcom and all those, and recently asking gamers to tell them what game they want next. Like you feel like turning around saying a fucking good one, something unique, something new, something fresh. And that was something great by Sega. They did bring that to the table. They brought so many unique, nice, fresh ideas. Like just even something off the top of my head, like Jet Set Radio. Something that was completely random, like going around. You look at it, what do? You just spray graffiti? But no, it was just a completely, unique idea that was came up with a game. That's just one off the top. Like like even their arcade stuff like Sega Rally and Daytona and what was the other one had? Oh god, Crazy Taxi. God, can't believe I forgot that. But they had great ideas. They were great arcade, great fun games that were out, and it was good to see the console, make a step forward. But that's the way it is now at the minute. So they've updated the petition to multilingual, and they're saying like they're pretty much, well, from what they're saying is they've pretty much almost nearly got something of a decent prototype to go to Sega and say, this is what we propose, this is the hardware, this is blah blah blah, so they're getting there, and it looks like they're actually making solid steps. They're not just all words. There seems to be something behind this, which is good, and it's good to see this, and hopefully we will see something come out of it. Like, I know people want a next gen console from Sega, but at the same time it wouldn't be a complete loss if they made something that was a complete HD remaster, where they took all their classic games and beefed them all up and re-released them on a little system that we could all buy. I'd be happy with that for the time being, and I think everyone would be as well, to see how that sells before they invest in a big console and getting back in and spending $500 million putting another console out there. So that's just an update on the project. I'm covering it as I see stuff there, because I am very interested in it. But if you like the video, give me a like, comment, talk away there in the comments of what you think about the whole Project Dream. As usual, it will be down in the description below the video. The Project Dream, you can go there, they have the same on, if you go to the website, they've got Twitter, Facebook, they have the address for the petition, everything is there. You can go, you can support it. And I've been Smiggles, I hope you liked the video, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Thanks, good luck.